Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Nicci the Great coming at you again with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the late Kevin Samuels, okay? And this is in relation to, he said a lot of stuff, rest his soul, but I want to talk to you about what the Bible says about certain things that he said or certain claims that he made. If you have not already, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell below so you can be made aware of any new videos that I post, okay? And as usual, my comment section is always open. Please go on ahead. You can ask me any questions or anything you want to add. I'm always open to kicking around what you guys say, or I've had situations where people put in the comments the next video that they want to hear me talk about. Okay, I love that kind of stuff, and I have done that a few times. So if you have anything that you wanted me to talk about or want to get my opinion on, go on ahead and leave it down below. But let's go on ahead and get into it. Now, rest his soul, Kevin Samuels, I believe he passed of a heart attack, I guess about 2 months ago or something like that. And so when I heard it, I figured it was a death hoax, because you know how you hear about death hoax of people and it comes to be like not true or whatever. So he is indeed, deceased or whatever. And in no way am I going to be bashing Kevin Samuels. Of course, I am a believer, and I'm going to be coming at you with these different issues from a biblical standpoint, a Christian viewpoint, okay? Do you think the things that Kevin Samuels said or used to say, or even in his videos, because there's plenty of them up on YouTube, do you think it was toxic, or do you think it was a wake-up call? Kind of ask yourself that. And if you're not familiar with Kevin Samuels, go back and watch some of his stuff. Mind you, some of his videos are like hours and hours long, but it's, it is entertaining, but at the same time, some of the stuff he says is true. All right. Some of the stuff he says is true. Now, was his delivery always the best delivery? No. Do I believe in profanity and cussing? No. Do I believe in the drinking and lots of his videos, he'd be up there sipping on Lord knows what? Do I believe in that? No. Okay. Was he Christian? No. Did he talk about kind of like Christian women and their views? Yeah. Did I watch all of them? No. I don't have 1,000 hours to spend watching Kevin Samuels, but just from hearing a couple of his shows, and also he kind of would tag team with other YouTubers, and they would talk about different things. A lot of the stuff that he says, it's got some backbone to it, okay? And especially the African American community, we need to do better, okay? Especially as women, we need to do better. Now, I can't speak on the men. Men need to do better too. But we as a people need to do better. And I think that he wanted to give us a wake up call, okay? His delivery, again, was not always the best, but sometimes you have to be blunt with people to let them know, okay? So let's start with men. What does the Bible say about a man that doesn't work? Okay, I'm sure you heard that saying, if you don't work, you don't eat. Well, God mentions a man that doesn't provide for his family is just as worse as an infidel. An infidel is a man that cheats on his wife. Okay, you're cheating on your family, you're cheating on your spouse when you're not able to provide for them. And that's one of the things that man is supposed to do in the content of a household, okay, content of a family, okay. You're to provide, you're to protect, and you're also to priest, okay. There's 3 P's in there, okay. Provide, protect, and priest. Now, when I say priesting, I'm meaning like being the spiritual advisor of the family, sharing God with the family, leading out in worship with the family, okay? And that's something that is also important. He didn't really talk about, but that's something that's also important. I kind of wanted to add on there. But providing is one of them, all right? And so what Kevin Samuels did is, there's a lot of he say, she say on whether or not these people were actually, real people. But I believe that they are real people that called in, and he basically took a mirror and showed it to them. This is what you look like. You're living at home with your moms. You're 35. You're overweight. You make, $1,000 a month. Okay. And the words that he would use to kind of describe these gentlemen is probably wasn't always the best, but that man needed to hear it. There's a book called Iron Sharpens Iron, and in that book, it talks about men sharpening other men. And if you are a woman and you have a relationship with a man that isn't as productive as he needs to be, you can kind of fuss and ride him as much as you want, but your words aren't going to kick him the way those words will kick him coming from another man, okay? So, women sharpen women. We groom each other to be better, what we need to be doing or whatever, okay? So A good wife can teach a young woman how to be a good wife. A seasoned, mature mother can teach a younger mother how to be a mother, right? So a good provider can teach a man that's kind of not providing so much how to do that. Okay, so that's what community is about. That's why God orchestrated community and families and being together is for our own personal growth and development. Some people have been frozen in a certain area of their life, and they're just happy-go-lucky being there. Okay, and so sometimes people need that kick in the behind to tell them, like, hey, you need to go to the next level. You need to be doing better. You can be doing better. All right, because some people don't have enough value in themselves to think, you know what, I can get out of this. I can be doing better. I can be growing. I can make more money. I can do this. And so it also starts within, but sometimes God sends people our way to pour life into us because we can't generate that life on our own. And when I say life, I mean just the get up and go, the drive. Okay, so I'm sure if anybody on here has had a situation where after talking to somebody or listening to somebody, they've kind of put you in a place of, oh, I can do that. They're giving you all these ideas and all this creativity to come out of nowhere just from engaging with a certain individual or with a group of people. The same thing goes. And I think that's what Kevin Samuels was about. He was actually a part of a group of men that were successful. They were entrepreneurs. They made money. I think they were based out of, I think he was based out of Atlanta, but these guys brought themselves together and they would groom younger men into dressing better, taking better care of themselves, exercising, making more money, being more independent, doing better for their families. Okay. Now let's kind of switch gears from the man and let's talk about the women and the kind of things that he would say about women. Okay. And what I'm about to say, I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm not trying to be rude. But, I live down south, in the southern part of the States. And so the concept of being overweight is more acceptable in the southern states, okay? Especially in Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky, you got Tennessee, in the southern area of the United States. Being thick, being overweight is considered attractive, okay? And so there's a lot of little sayings going around about people being thick. If they're thick, that means that they're healthy, okay? And that's not necessarily true, okay? What that is it's a misconception, okay? That if you're thick or overweight or, have a certain body type, that means that you're just more attractive, which is not true. And one thing that I totally agree with, and I hate to say it, but it's true, is he talked a lot to women that were overweight, and he mentioned their weight as being an issue. Okay, now you can't see my body like this, but I'm within a healthy mean, a healthy average. My body mass index is where it needs to be. Okay, so I'm not overweight, I'm not underweight, but I have come across lots and lots and lots of women living in the South that think it's okay to be overweight. Okay. And when it comes to, I'm trying to tiptoe around a few things. I'm thinking about just being blunt. They view themselves in a positive light. Okay. They view that they have a good body image, as being morbidly obese. Okay. And I was talking to my cousin about this a couple weeks ago where I have, I'm very girly girl. I consider myself kind of high maintenance or whatever. So I get my nails done, I go get brows, lashes, all that kind of thing. And so I see all types of women there getting these done. And the majority of these women are overweight, heavy set women. And when I say overweight, I don't think there's a line between being overweight and kind of being thick. Okay. And so, I'm gonna let you be the judge of that. But I've seen women who've got good jobs. They've got money. They've got, they live in nice places. They have nice cars. They wear nice clothes. They have name brand bags. Their hair be on point, nails be on point, outfits be on point, but they are severely overweight. Severely overweight. It's like they bypass, they bypass their body weight and the health of their body as a woman. In particular, I'm talking about African American women, because outside of Kevin Samuels talking about the attraction and African American women being able to, I guess, compete in the dating realm, as a whole, African American women have have the highest rate of cardiovascular death above anybody else in the States, any other nationality in the States. Okay. So cardiovascular, so heart disease, heart attacks are killing Black women. It's a silent killer that we don't know about. Okay. And so I know Kevin Samuels focuses on the outer appearance and the aesthetics of having a nice body and being physically attractive. We're going to talk about that too, but we're talking about the actual health risk that I'm not sure if he would get into, but it's very, very dangerous. Not only is it dangerous for the woman as a whole, it's dangerous for her children, it's dangerous for her daughters, it's dangerous for the other generations that coming after her, because what it does is it says it's acceptable to look like this. Okay. And when it comes to obesity in the African American community, that's a whole different talk right there, especially when we're focusing on African American women. So let's go ahead and switch it up a little bit, okay? Because I know I would hear people thinking about, people would say stuff like, it's not the outside, it's the inside. Okay, but let's go ahead and talk about a few characters in the Bible where beautiful women were involved. Okay. When God created Eve, I bet you Eve was drop dead gorgeous. Okay, the world was different, people were different. So she probably was like the baddie of all baddies back in the day. All right. Now, there's a little story about a woman named Ruth. Okay, I'm not gonna go through the whole story, but Ruth met a man named Boaz. It was, she was, Ruth. It's a story. Go on ahead and read it for yourself. Okay, it's on YouTube, on here. You can read it for the Bible from yourself. But basically, Ruth was able to get Boaz. Boaz was a rich guy back in the day, and Ruth was no spring chicken. Okay, Ruth was 40 years old. She had already been married. She already had miles on her, so to speak. But she was able to grab this guy Boaz. Okay, not only was it with the help of the Lord, but her mother-in-law of her late husband, would kind of encourage her, hey, fix yourself up, take a good bath, wash it, put some perfume on, put a nice outfit on when you go to, when you go to see him. And so the Bible doesn't say that verbatim, but that's basically what it's telling, when it's saying, Ruth, fix yourself up, put some perfume on, make yourself look nice. And I think that women with a lot of presentations, they kind of bypass that. Okay. So no, am I saying you have to walk around here with a 40-inch weave? Am I saying you have to wear a whole 10 pounds of MAC makeup and stuff like that? No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is go on ahead and put some effort into your appearance. Put some effort into your looks, okay? And if you go on in scriptures, there's other situations where women would adorn themselves. Women looked good. And, one thing about the aesthetics is very important to our counterparts, especially if you're kind of trying to compete in the dating world. You want to look your best. You want to look good. And that's what Kevin Samuels was bluntly telling these women. If you're overweight, not only is it not attractive, okay, but it's not good for your health. All right. And, it's, as a woman, you want to celebrate being a woman. You want to embrace femininity, and embracing femininity, you take out more time on yourself. Okay. So whatever that looks like to you, that can look like anything to you. If that looks like putting on a nice outfit, I wear a lot. I love dresses. I love, the whole girly girl thing. And at times, I do find, pushback from other women that don't do that. Okay. But when I come across women that are, high maintenance women that take care of themselves, they don't give me attitude. They're not mean to me. But women that don't take out time for themselves, they're mean, they're rude, they're choppy. They try to do little goofy stuff to me. And my thing, and I'm not even going to get on the colorism part. My thinking is, well, sis, you're pretty already if you just fix up and work with what God gave to you. Okay, everyone has the ability to lose weight. Everyone has the ability to take a nice bath, put some perfume on, paint your nails, or you can go get them done, put you a dress on, a skirt on, a nice little outfit. Everyone has the ability to look nice, okay? And when you present yourself to look nice, when you put some effort into your appearance, you're going to be surprised at how people treat you, how you get viewed, and how you even feel about yourself, okay? So even if you're even with Kevin Samuels talking about, how are you on a scale from 1 to 10? Are you a 4 or are you a 5? If you look good, you feel good. Okay. And everyone doesn't have the same scales. Okay. So I might look at someone and be like, and I don't do this, but let's say I look at, I don't think women do this anyways, but let's just say that they do. if I was looking at somebody, I'd be like, oh, they're a 7. Someone else, my friend, might be like, he's a 4. And another friend might be like, girl, he's a 10. Okay, so beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, so what you want to do, what I want to encourage you to do in a nicer tone than the late Kevin Samuels is, take some pride in yourself. Fix yourself up as a woman. Honor that. Honor what God has given to you, no matter what you look like. Okay, there's all types of outfits for your body type, for your body size. I don't even want to hear about any light skin, dark skin issues, because from a light skinned woman, I think dark skinned women are just as gorgeous. I think all women are gorgeous. In particular, women of color are gorgeous. Okay, we're like a rainbow. We come in a lot of different shades, and I've come in contact with people that don't care if you're light skinned, don't care if you're dark skinned, don't care this, whatever. Some people have a preference, but I want this to be a thing of you just embracing yourself as a woman, you taking out time in yourself as a woman. If you need to go on a weight loss journey, go ahead and do that as a woman, because you're responsible for yourself and for your future generations. Okay, moving right along. Again, okay, I want to talk, okay, now we're going to switch gears, and I want to talk to you about more of what the purpose of a woman, the purpose of man, okay? And so it's easy to get caught up and be distracted by the aesthetics. It's easy to get caught up and kind of put all of your effort, all of your energy into what you look like. And in no way I'm trying to say that, you need to be concerned about your hair, nails, and makeup and all that kind of stuff and nothing else, okay? There's an entire package here, okay? You also have to, as you're upgrading, as you're leveling yourself up, you also want to be concerned about your spirit woman. You want to be concerned about your mental. You want to be concerned about your emotional health, your mental health. So it's all a complete package, and you're never going to get to a point to where you're going to be optimal and you're done. You're always going to be growing. There's always something that you can be working on to going to the next level. So Kevin Samuels, he wanted us to do better as a people. His delivery, was it the best? No, it wasn't the best. Did he curse? Did he drink? Did he say a bunch of little other stuff that probably wasn't nice? Yeah, he did. But at the end of the day, I want you to kind of separate the man from the message. Okay, so take away his humanity, his mess ups, the things that he said, and actually take the message and what exactly was his mission. What was he saying? Okay, and sometimes pills are hard to swallow because you've overlooked it or you're in denial. All right, I'm gonna wrap this video up, but I want to leave you with you going to the next level, encouraging yourself, encouraging other people, and also doing better. How can I do better? Well, let's say you already have a good body mass index. Well, let's work on your character. Let's work on your attitude. Let's work on you getting closer to God. Let's work on you reading the Bible more. Let's work on other things. There's always going to be something that we should be working on as an individual, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, because you want to be able to pour back into the community positivity. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you pulling up. Go ahead and leave your questions, comments, or concerns below, and I have no problem talking back to you. Thank you so much for watching. I am Nicci the Great, and together we are growing, sharing, and thriving.